What's up everyone, it's Kadi with Money Investing, and in this video we are going to be talking about the behemoth, the absolute whale in the stock market, and that's going to be Apple. And Apple is reportedly going to announce its augmented reality, virtual reality headset in their Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, and that's going to be on June 5th. So it's coming up here very soon, so I wanted to do a video, kind of give you guys an update on what that's going to look like, what that might do to the entire augmented reality, virtual reality market, and of course the competition that is Meta, and for Apple, what that's going to mean in terms of revenues and future potential as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and find it. Do make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're just joining us for the first time. The link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below, and there is a 16% annual discount that you can access and of course take advantage of till the end of this month. And again, you'll get access to all the buy and sell alerts, options alerts, trade ideas. So there's limited spots left, and links going to be down below. So the first thing I want to talk about is Apple's contribution to this, and this right here is the Global Augmented Reality Market Insights. And what you'll notice is that there's been several studies and several research papers being written on what this market's going to look like. And the consensus right now is that the global augmented reality market size was valued at roughly over $25 billion in 2021 and is poised to grow from $35.6 billion in 2022 to over $780 billion by 2030. This is your global augmented reality market. This is augmented reality is an interactive experience of a real world environment in which real world items augmented with computer generated perceptual information. And augmented reality is still in its early stages of acceptance. However, it is rapidly evolving, and AR based apps for tracking, detecting, resolving disputes are in high demand, and some firms are already using them. Individuals' increased desire for smartphones, smart gadgets, and other wearables that employ AR technology is also fueling augmented reality market development. And the growth rate, compounded annual growth rate, is going to be almost at 41% between 2023 and 2030. So let's think about that for a second. How much value is going to be created in this market, right? When it comes to virtual reality, mixed reality, augmented reality, just the metaverse even. I know metaverse has a negative connotation, but nonetheless, there's going to be a lot of potential opportunity and value unlocked in this market. And the fact that Apple now is almost ready, we'll find out very soon, to launch what's being reported as a $3,000 headset. And another report suggested that nearly every Apple top exec is working on the augmented reality headset. This actually came out literally, I think, yesterday from Apple Insider, and mentions that Apple's mixed reality headset is a big deal for the company, with many of the highest executives involved with the project to try and to make it a success. Apple's AR and VR headset is expected to be unveiled during the WWDC 2023 in June, so June 5th is going to be that date, and could be the launch of a brand new platform for the company with a lot riding on it being success. Many of the top brass at Apple are pitching into the reality or realize that vision. In a rundown from Mark Gurman in his Power On newsletter from Bloomberg, the list of executives involved in the 7-year journey includes Mike Rockwell, who oversees the engineering of the device. A person involved with its development said he's an utter genius, and if anyone can get this done, it's him. Given the closeness and involvement, Rockwell could become one of the faces of the device for its unveiling as well. And this right here is the Worldwide Developers Conference. It's an informative, technology event held by Apple annually, and this is going to be on June 5th. That's going to be the next date. June 5th to June 9th, pretty much. It's going to be a 4-day event, Monday through Friday, of course, in California. And 23 million online viewers happened in 2020. So it's going to be a pretty big deal. Obviously, Apple has not really launched anything since, I believe, the Apple Watch, which was introduced in 2015. But with an expensive headset supporting augmented and virtual reality, Apple will be entering into a market that has so far failed to catch on in a mainstream way. I think this right here really is going to be that stamp, right? I think if Apple gets into this industry, this market, obviously Apple is not going to be the only one that actually succeeds, right? Or is the only one that actually exists in this space. But it's going to be a huge validation for what is going to be the next set of technology for augmented reality and virtual reality. I think Apple knows that a lot of its devices, the things that it sells, right? So a lot of the things like MacBooks and iPhones and watches, a lot of it eventually could be replaced with augmented reality, virtual reality. Like, for example, if you could only just use a pair of glasses, obviously we're not going to get there right away overnight, but if we start with a headset and then eventually work our way down to, let's say, just a simple glass, that access both your phone, your laptop, your watch, everything is in your glass. That's all you need, right? That's the only piece of device that one would need and not carry multiple devices. And of course, we've seen that NKBHD video where you put on the Meta Quest and a whole bunch of monitors pop up in front of you. You get the keyboard, virtual keyboard in front of you. It can do a lot of the work with just your headset, so you don't really need your computer. I think that's really where they're going with the $3,000 price tag, because otherwise I don't see the average person, just for example me, I wouldn't buy a $3,000 headset because there's no need for it yet. It really depends on the utility, right? What is it going to actually provide me? If it's going to help me just completely get rid of most devices, if it's going to be everything in one device alone, then I might consider it. So one advantage for Apple is that it has an install base of over 1.1 billion active iPhone users who are potential customers for the new headset. The company can also lean on its large developer base to create compelling content for the device, which itself translating crucial first-party apps like FaceTime, Apple TV, and Apple Music to mixed reality. Notably, non-gaming cases should serve as a point of differentiation for Apple, where we believe that Apple is even more competitively advantaged relative to a number of virtual reality headsets and ecosystems. And the analyst gave the example of potential immersive sports experiences making use of Apple's deals for MLB Friday Night Baseball and MLS Season Pass. And Apple will need to convince consumers to pay a big time for these experiences. However, the company may price a Reality Pro at $3,000. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this? I mean, $3,000 is definitely a pretty steep price. But like I said, I mean, if they are replacing, let's say, televisions and computers and TVs, there's a lot of use case, a lot of utility with that headset, then why not, right? I mean, you're able to get a better experience for a much lower price compared to if you were, and of course, a more minimalistic lifestyle, as opposed to having to worry about 10 different devices, 10 different prices and plans and all that stuff. So if you're able to condense that all into one, I think that is really where the future is potentially headed, right? And while the company may not sell more than 1 million of the devices this year, Goldman analysts see the future where the Reality Pro contributes $11 to $20 billion in annual revenue from fiscal year 2024 to fiscal year 2028 for the company as well. The analysts view the Apple Watch as the model for this new launch. That device was once seen as a flop, they noted, but eventually defined an entire category. And I think that's really what it's going to be, right? With the Reality headset, I think it's the same thing is true with Meta as well. Right now, I think with the Meta Quest and all the different devices that they have in virtual reality, they're kind of seen as not being as lucrative or kind of being a flop. But if you go to the gaming circles, if you go to people who are actually into these things, they absolutely love it. I tried it once over here, in fact, in Malaysia. This was like a paragliding, virtual reality experience where you kind of seem like you're paragliding, you're supposed to control it. And it was okay. It was not like the best experience because of the visual not being as clear or HD. But it was like the sensations, the emotionary reactions were like almost identical as I would feel if I were paragliding for real. So I think that component is pretty good, but I think the technology still has a long way to go to actually get to the level where it starts feeling very, very real. But of course, any technology is going to take time to actually get there. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I wanted to definitely do a quick video going over this new potential product that Apple's going to be launching after 7-8 years. It's been a while since Apple actually launched a new product. I'm super excited to see what this is all going to be about. And of course, how the stock trades, how Meta reacts, and the battles is going to start to get heated up even more. We've already got a search battle going on between Google and Microsoft, and now we got a augmented reality, virtual reality headset battle between Apple and Meta. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the pricing, $3,000 if that's unveiled, and what are you expecting out of this headset from a use case standpoint as well. As always, make sure that you drop a like, subscribe, link to our Discord, Patreon down below. Happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.